Good morning. It's windy outside. Got up a little late. Could see the sunrise through the tent, but I'm like, I don't want to get changed. I'll just stay in my quilt because the wind is a little cold. But yeah, we're gonna get a late start today, which is not totally ideal because it's going to rain later. Oh well, what can you do? Picking out my snacks for today. Here's my breakfast. Then I have mangoes, snack, Cheez-It snack, Fifth Bar snack, and ramen, of course, for lunch. I'm so happy that my food bag is getting lighter. This is amazing. It's like 8:15 and I'm eating my Pop-Tart on the way out. Big day today. 13 miles in the rain. Not fully in the rain. Rain will start around somewhere between noon to 2 p.m. Go for the whole night. So let's see how this goes.
Maybe these are smaller, like small enough to be, trotters, wild boars. There was a trail journal that mentioned wild boars twice. So I'm thinking maybe that's what it is, not deer.
It's beautiful, but windy out here. Look at those layers. The clouds are view from behind. It's nice and windy up here. Oh, beautiful. It's a cool change in environment up here.
So we're just on Rocky Top. Some nice views. Some really low clouds in the distance. And now we're somewhere. Katie just breezed on ahead, but I just saw this USGS marker right here. To Sugar Tree Gap.
Ooh. Yeah, we're nowhere near done.
I know. So the plan for today is to go as quickly as we can, as close as we can to Double Tree Gap. It's really windy. It's pretty cold.
Yeah.
So we'll probably get stuck in the rain anyway, but Oh, there's another one. Is it? Could it be? The boar. Bruce the boar. Starting to spritz a little bit. But we're feeling good. Siler's Ball is the shelter that's right before ours. And it's 2.9. And I can't even believe that Klingman's Dome is 7.4.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's crazy.
So,
Great stuff on.
Yeah.
Drizzling. Came earlier than wanted.
yeah. But at least it's just spritzing. You know, it's not like,
For
you know,
now.
yeah.
So let's go over Siler's Ball. And it's raining. So,
Fun times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The other Siler's Ball. There's two Siler's Balls, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. One in the Smokies and one not. Unless there's one ahead that I don't know of, then
Yeah.
there's at least two.
It's days like today where we remind ourselves. No pain, no rain, no Maine. Stopping early because this storm is pretty brutal. So we're at Siler's Bald Shelter. Tim want to go over the baldness. Here's a shelter. There's a couple people inside we heard from a guy called Big Hungry who we just passed a few moments ago. So time to relax, eat, get dry, and check in later.
Future Katie and Andrew here. As you can see, we are in a hotel.
Yep.
Let's explain what happened yesterday. Right now, we're just gonna insert this because we did not film much yesterday. The weather was bad.
I filmed a little bit.
You filmed a little bit. I didn't know. I was trying to like force myself to move forward.
You're trying to find your center.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I never found it. It's somewhere.
It's somewhere out
It was
there.
never to be found yesterday. I was doomed. Yeah, it was like 30+ mph winds plus rain. Our friend said she saw sleet and snow on her way. It was really bad. It ended up being like an 11-mile day or something like that.
The wind
So
was
normal mileage,
absolutely
horrible weather.
Yeah.
I had a meltdown.
Yes.
And we were supposed to make it to the shelter.
Double Spring Gap Shelter?
Yeah, we were supposed to make that shelter, which is 1.7 miles after the shelter that we stayed at, which was Siler's Ball Shelter. I just like couldn't go on. Like mentally, I just could not go on. It was not happening.
Yeah.
I sat there for a solid like 15 minutes, wondering why I was still cold. And Andrew's like, "Can you just get out of your wet clothes?" I'm like, "Yes, that is a thing that I should do that I didn't think about." And like, it took me like a million years to get my wet clothes off because I could not function. Finally got them off, blew up the air mattresses, the sleeping pads, because we were like, we're staying in the shelter. It's way too windy out there.
Keep explaining. I'm gonna get a prop.
Yeah, no worries. It was way too windy out there. And I was like, I don't want to deal with a wet tent. And that crazy wind. It was really nice to blow up the sleeping pads. I felt warm immediately. And like more people showed up. I think there was 5 of us total in the shelter that stayed that night. last night. But we literally all like laid in our sleeping bags and quilts.
Yeah.
Until the 5th person showed up. And they're like, why didn't you make a fire? We're like, we're going to, but we're just like all really freezing right now.
Yep.
Made a fire, and that was awesome. That really like perked everyone up.
Yeah, the last hiker to come in. So like you have your inflator.
Yes,
right?
She also has an inflator.
She has one too, and she used it to as like a bellows for the fire. So we had just a very small amount of dry wood and leaves.
Yeah, because everything was wet. Like
we
you
had
could
one shot.
Yeah.
We had one shot, and she came through and used her little compressor, and we got the fire going.
Yeah, even with
the wet wood.
Yeah, even with the wet wood, it was strong enough in which it could like dry it out and then still come aflame.
Yes, and
we dried out some stuff, some clothes, and Andrew really dried out his clothes to the point of none. It's not.
Here's my sock that I dried too close to the fire. So R.I.P. Smart Wool.
He does not have a second pair of socks other than his sleeping socks.
Yeah, so
we're like, we'll definitely go into Gatlinburg. Get socks, because that's important.
Yep.
It's a beautiful day today, but yeah, we tried drying out all our stuff. That's basically what happened yesterday.
Yeah.
I couldn't do anything. I was like, that was bad. That was my worst day on trail yet, for sure. We're gonna insert this video that one guy in our shelter sent us of what we were seeing. It's bad. I felt like I was blown off the ridge. And just like, let me carry your backpack. I was like, no, because I need to be weighed down or else I'm gonna be blown off.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I'm glad that we didn't go, like, we were not in the woods with that snowstorm last week, because yesterday was bad, and I'm like, oh, God. Yeah. I had no soul by the time I got to Siler's Bald. Yeah. Anyways, back to our regularly scheduled programming. So tomorrow's clip is just gonna start up from, I guess today, technically.
Yes.
See ya.